Hello there, it's Anna here and welcome to Little Crochet Farm. Today we are crocheting together this cactus with a heart shape. It's a no-sew amigurumi pattern. I love them and I know you like them too. For this cactus amigurumi, you will need a 2mm crochet hook, sports weight yarn, I use cotton for this pattern, stuffing material, sewing needle and scissors. All the detailed information about the material I use to crochet this amigurumi you can find in the free version of this pattern on my website. The link is in the description box below this video as well as in the first comment. But if you wish to download a printable version of this pattern, you can find on my Etsy shop and on my Ravelry shop. Or you can join my Patreon membership and there you'll have access to download a printable version of the patterns that I publish on this YouTube channel and on my website. So if you join my Patreon today, you will get to download a printable version of this no-sew cactus amigurumi, as well as all the future patterns that I will be publishing here on this channel and on my website. So if that sounds interesting to you, check out my Patreon page. The link is in the description box below this video, and I hope to see you there. Now I'm going to move myself to the corner over here, and let's start crocheting together this no-sew cactus. Alright, for this pattern we will work first the pot, and then the dirt, the earth, and the heart, okay? So for the color that you choose to work the pot, in my case is a light brown or a beige, you'll start with a magic ring or a magic circle. And for the first round, you will crochet 6 single crochet inside the magic ring. All right, I will work the beginning here with you. If this video is too fast for you, or if you don't know how to crochet the magic ring, you can check the description box of this video. There are links of all the stitches and techniques I use to work this amigurumi cactus, all right? So here we have 6 single crochet inside the magic ring. You can pull it tight to close your magic ring now, and we are moving on for the second round. For the second round here, you will work 6 increases, all right? An increase means you will work 2 single crochet inside 1 stitch, okay? So you work 2 single crochet inside 1 stitch, you repeat this all the way around, and you should have 12 stitches at the end of your second round. Here you can add a stitch marker. In my case, for when the amigurumi is very tiny, I like to add just a piece of a different color yarn. You will see, I will show you here, so my stitches don't get stretched, all right? And I like to double secure the beginning of my yarn, and how I do this is I introduce the beginning of the tail inside the sewing needle and I weave in inside the first round. Here I'm going to show you how I like to do it. So you'll make sure that the beginning here is always tight and very secure, okay? So that's how I do, and I like to show you that. All the beginning of the details, every time I have a magic ring, I like to work like that. Super good. Now this is how it should be looking like, and that's what I meant. I like to use a piece of a different color yarn to mark the last stitch of my round. For the third round, you will work 1 single crochet, 1 increase, repeat 6 times, and you should have a total of 18 stitches at the end of this round. So I will work the first repetition here with you. I'm gonna show you here. You work 1 single crochet, 1 increase, you'll repeat all the way until the end, and I will catch you up once you're done. Once you finish crocheting the third round, you'll move on for the fourth, and here you will crochet 2 single crochet, 1 increase, repeat 6 times, and you should have a total of 24 stitches at the end of the round. I always say it, I always repeat myself on my tutorials. Count how many stitches you have at the end of the round. This can save you a lot of time. All right, so we have it here, the first repetition, 1, 2, single crochet, my increase, repeat all the way until the end. Once you're done, for the next round, we will work just single crochet, but you'll grab just the back loop of the stitch. All right, so here is the front and back loop. You work normally the single crochet like this. For this next round, round number 5, you will work only in the back loop. So you'll work 24 back loop single crochet here. Okay, So work all the way around, and I will catch you up here once you're done with these repetitions. I want to show you what we are aiming for. Once you finish the round, add your stitch marker. Don't forget to do that, you can get lost. We'll move on for the round number 6, and for the next round we will work just single crochet. So here is very simple, you can relax, you can just work 24 single crochet, and I will catch you up for round number 7. All right, very simple here. Let's move on for round number 7. Super good. Once you're finished, we'll work one round here with a couple of increases. So for round number 7, you will work 7 single crochet, 1 increase. You will repeat this for 3 times, and you should have 27 stitches at the end of this round. We are slowly growing our pot a little bit, widening a little bit. All right, so I'll work the first repetition here with you. So now we have 7 single crochet here, and you will work your increase. Okay. Super good, very simple, yes? So work all the way around, and I will catch you up for round number 8. Round number 8 is a piece of cake. You will work just 27 single crochet, and that's it. I will repeat myself once more. Count how many stitches you have at the end of every round. This can save you time. I cannot tell you how many times I eat up one stitch without even realizing, this happens so frequently. Now for round number 9, you will work 8 single crochet, 1 increase. You'll repeat this all the way around, and you should have 30 stitches at the end of this round. And we will stop with the increases here. We will work with only 30 single crochet from here on, okay? So work your 8 single crochet, 1 increase. I'm working the first repetition here with you. And then we will move on for round number 10. Super good. So we have 8 stitches here, 1 increase, repeat all the way until the end. And now we'll move on for round number 10. Here you will work 30 single crochet. Okay, so just work your 30 single crochet here, very fast, very easy. And I will catch you up at the end for round 11. Round 11 will work a little bit different. All right, once you're done, let's start working here the round 11. You will work with front post single crochet. So the posts, the between the posts is when you have 1 single crochet here as I'm showing you, and you have the other one. So between them you have the posts, okay? There is where you're going to work your front post single crochet, all right? So let's go slowly here. The front post means when you will introduce your needle from the outside, so from the front to back and back to front. Okay, that's how you're going to work, and then you just work a single crochet normally. So introduce between the posts, from the front to back, and then again outside, and work your single crochet. We are searching for this detail over here that will be outside of the pot. Okay, so that's why we are working on the front post, because we want the single crochet to be facing out, kind of on top of the sides. Okay, that's how you should work all the way around, and I will catch you up at the end. There is a tutorial only about the front post single crochet. I will leave the link in the description box of this video. Okay, once you're done, now we will fasten this off completely. You don't need to leave a tail for sewing, because we will crochet together later on with the cactus heart. All right, how we are going to fasten this off here is you'll skip the first stitch, and then you will introduce your needle in the second stitch, and then you introduce your needle again on the back loop of the last stitch of the round, okay? And then you kind of have a slip stitch on top of the stitch that you skip. Remember I told you skip the first one, introduce your yarn on the second stitch, and then again in the back loop of the last stitch of the round. And then you can cut this off and fasten off. You can give a tight knot, that's optional to you. You can give here a knot, leave it just like that, because we won't be seeing anything inside of this pot, all right? So this is how it should be looking like. This is the back of, oh, I have two cactus, the back here. Okay, now we'll start working the cactus, so from the top to the bottom, and then we will crochet them together, okay? So for the cactus, you work with the green or whichever color you're working your cactus, and you'll work 6 single crochet inside the magic ring, all right? So once again here, you've done this before in the beginning of this video, so we'll do it again. You can skip a bit forward, or you can be here with me, and then we'll crochet together the first round. So inside the magic ring, you work 6 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay, super good. Now you pull the yarn tight, you close this magic ring, and let's start crocheting the second round. For the second round, you will work 6 increases, and again, increase means when you work 2 single crochet inside the same stitch, okay? So let's work here the increases in this cactus. So let's work, this is the first one, and so on. Now here you'll work 2 single crochet inside each stitch all the way until the end, and you should have a total of 12 stitches at the end of this round, okay? And that is as far as we go. So we'll only work one round with increases over here. And then you remember to double secure the beginning of this yarn. I always like to show this here just to make sure that you'll have tightened up the beginning of your magic ring. And how I do this is I introduce the yarn inside a sewing needle, and we will wave in inside of the first round here. Super nice, super easy, okay? It's like the beginning of this video, I just shot it again. Now I'm realizing that I could just skip it and show to you, because I've shown this to you before. But that's good, that means that we get to be together longer, right? Okay, for the third round, we will work here just 12 single crochet. So you can add your stitch marker here, and you will work 12 single crochet all around this round, and I will catch you up once you finish crocheting this 12 single crochet. Super good. Once you're done, you see, you'll have this piece here, and like this one, ta-da, you'll make another one. But one you'll completely finished off, so you cut the yarn, you finished off. The second one will work from them, okay? So now we will crochet these two pieces together. How you do this is you introduce your needle in one stitch from the finished piece, and then you bring this tail outside, and now we will crochet all around here. So you have 12 single crochet from one side, 12 single crochet from the other side, so you'll work 24 single crochet in total. Very good math, huh? 12, 12, 24. Okay, and what I want to show you here is you work all the 12 stitches. Once you reach the other side, or once you finished all the first 12 stitches, remember that you introduce the loop on the needle inside one stitch of the finished piece. You need to remember to make one single crochet over there, okay? Otherwise, your count will be missing one stitch. So this is what I wanted to show you here. Now you can finish crocheting all your 12 stitches from the other side. And once you're done, this is how it should be looking like. And now you'll have 24 stitches here on your piece, okay? So for the next round 5, you'll work again 24 single crochet. So for round 4, you work 24 single crochet all around, and for round 5, now you work again 24 single crochet, and that's it. I will catch you up for the next round when we'll start decreasing. Super good. Now we'll start decreasing this heart to create a shape. Start creating a shape here of a heart, all right? So for round number 6, you'll work 5 single crochet, 1 decrease, 10 single crochet, 1 decrease, and 5 single crochet, 1 decrease, 5 single crochet, that's it, just 2 decreases, all right? And you should have 22 stitches here at the end of your round. So I'll work here together with you the first ones. So I work 5 single crochet, and then you'll work a invisible decrease. Invisible decrease is when you grab just the front loop of the next 2 stitches, and then you work a single crochet, and then you work 10 single crochet, another invisible decrease, and then 5 single crochet, and you're done with this round. All right. And once you're done, we will move on for the next round. From here on, we will always work 2 decreases, okay? So for round number 7, you will work 9 single crochet, 1 decrease, and then you repeat 2 times, and you should have 20 stitches at the end of this round. So this round is a bit simpler, okay? Because we are dividing where we are working the decreases here. So work 9 single crochet and then 1 decrease. If this video is too fast for you, or if you cannot see it pretty much how it's done the invisible decrease for amigurumi, you can check out the tutorial only about how to work the invisible decrease for amigurumi toys, okay? But I believe you can pretty much see it here how it's done. All right, so I worked the first repetition, worked the second one, and I will catch you up for round number 8. And for our round number 8, we are again splitting the decreases. So here you'll work 4 single crochet, 1 decrease, 8 single crochet, 1 decrease, and 4 single crochet, okay? You should have 18 stitches at the end of this round. So here I'm working the first repetition with you. So 4 single crochet, 1 decrease, all right? And then you'll work 8 single crochet, over here, 1 decrease and 4 single crochet, and I will catch you up at the end of this round. Count how many stitches you have at the end of your round, all right? Now moving on for round number 9, here you'll work 7 single crochet, 1 decrease, you repeat 2 times, and you should have 16 stitches at the end of this round. We are almost done with the heart, it will be done soon. So here we are decreasing 2 by 2 stitches, okay? So work 7 single crochet, and then you will work your decrease. So I'm here working my single crochets with you, and then we will start having a heart shape. Very nice, looks so cute. Okay, so this is my decrease, work again 7 single crochet, 1 decrease, and I will catch you up. Look, you see, it's a shape of a heart. I'm actually crocheting this one for this video. All right, so for round number 10, you will work 3 single crochet, 1 decrease, 6 single crochet, 1 decrease, 3 single crochet, and you should have a total of 14 stitches at the end of this round, okay? So I'm working here the first repetition with you. Now let's work the first decrease, and after that you will work 6 single crochet, 1 decrease, 3 single crochet, and I will catch you up at the end of the round. Look at this, very nice. We will quick stop here to add stuffing material. It's easier to add it now than when you are at the end, because then the tip of the heart will be very small. It will be tough to add stuffing material. And I like to use my scissor because it's very pointed, the scissors, so it can reach very nice the bottom here, or the top actually, of the heart. So once you're done here, we'll move around number 11. Here you'll work 5 single crochet, 1 decrease, and you should have 12 stitches at the end of this round, okay? So let's work this repetition. And we are almost done with the heart, then we'll move to the earth here from the pot. All right, work all your repetitions here, and I will catch you up at the end of this round. I'm working a lot of repetitions with you here. So this is my invisible decrease. I mean a lot of single crochets, so a lot of the 5 single crochet. So you work 1 more repetition actually, and you should have 12 stitches. Here is very important, 12 stitches, because now for round number 12, you will work 6 decreases, and you should have 6 stitches at the end of this round, okay? So here you'll have decrease, 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 so 6 times, one after another. So it might be a little bit tough because it will be very small and only 6 stitches at the end. Once you're working the last stitch of the round, here we will work a color change, all right? So you will change to the dark brown or whichever color you're working the earth here of your cactus pot, okay? Once you do the color change, we will start again expanding this, growing this. So you'll work here 6 front loop increases, okay? So for the next round, you'll work grabbing only the front loop of the yarn, all right? So here you can grab, you see, you will work 2 single crochet inside each stitch, grabbing only the front loop. So 6 increases, grabbing just the front loop, all right? It's actually very simple here, especially because you're grabbing just the front loop. It's very easy to see where you're gonna grab it, even though you have just 6 stitches at the end here of this heart. And we are grabbing just the front loop because we want this to stand to be laying like outside like this. You can, once you're done, we can cut the green. We don't need the green anymore. And we'll fasten these 2 pieces together. So I will just give a tight knot here. Again, this will be facing inside of the toy, so it's unimportant if it looks neat or doesn't. Just make sure that you give a very nice and tight knot. And we'll move on. You can add the stitch marker here. You see like that it's laying on the outside, right? So once you're done here, let's add the stitch marker on the last stitch of this round, and we'll start increasing these rounds until we have 30 stitches, right? Because we have 30 stitches from the pot, we should have 30 stitches from the earth over here as well, so then we can sew these pieces together. Not sew because it's a no sewing, but you can crochet these pieces together. Okay. So let's work here for round number 14, 1 single crochet, 1 increase, repeat 6 times, and you should have a total of 18 stitches at the end of this round, all right? I worked the first repetition here with you. I'm talking a lot. I'm a very talkative person, if you haven't noticed yet. Now for round 15, you will work 2 single crochet, 1 increase, and you should have, you repeat 6 times, and you should have 24 stitches at the end of the round. Count how many stitches you have, okay? That will help you a lot. So here I worked the first repetition with you. You can see 1, 2 single crochet, my increase over there, work all the way around. And now for round 16, you will work 3 single crochet, 1 increase, repeat 6 times, and you should have finally 30 single crochet at the end of this round, which we are aiming for, okay? Count how many stitches you have. So let's work here the first repetition together. So this is my increase, and I will show you here real quick. 1, 2, 3, and increase over here. Great, repeat all the way around, and I will catch you up at the end. Super good. Once you're doing the last increase here in round 16, we will change to the same color of the pot, okay? Here is the, how do I say, the tricky, not the tricky part, but the good part. It's when you work 30 back loop slip stitch, because this is what is going to make to be seamless, when you're crocheting together. So now work here 30 back loop slip stitch. So I'm working here. Make sure when we work back loops, when we work slip stitch, the tension of the yarn tends to be very tight. So make sure that your slip stitch is kind of loose, it's on the same size as the stitch beneath, okay? Now we can cut the dark brown, we won't need it anymore. Let's give a tight knot with the dark brown and the color of the pot. And now we will crochet these 2 pieces together, okay? How you're gonna do this is, we will grab the front loop of the pot and the back loop of the slip stitch you work, and then we will work a slip stitch. So for the round 18, you will work 30 slip stitch, grabbing the back loop of the piece that you are working right now, and the front loop of the pot. So let's go slowly here so you can understand pretty well how it's done. You will introduce your needle on the back loop of the slip stitch that you just work, and you will grab just the front loop of the front post single crochet from the pot. So I will show you here. So this is the front loop, all right? The back loop is that it's facing outside of the pot, and the front loop is the one facing inside of the pot. So you put the 2 pieces together, the wrong side facing the wrong side of the pieces of the pot and of this earth, and you work a slip stitch over here, okay? I will work a couple of repetitions with you so we can work this together. So you introduce the yarn and work a slip stitch. That's it, very simple, right? So let's work once more. Back loop of the slip stitch and front loop of the front post single crochet from the pot. You bring this yarn and you work a slip stitch. My tension is very tight, so I can slip out a little bit here because I'm pulling the yarn very tight. That it's just how I crochet. You don't need to put this strength on your crochet. You can relax more. I think I'm not such a relaxed person while I'm crocheting. Okay, so the back loop here of your slip stitch and the front loop of your single crochet from the pot. Okay, and that's it. This is how you should be working a couple of repetitions here. A couple of repetitions, 30 repetitions, right? So you work 30 slip stitch over here. And that's it, pretty simple. So what we are going to work here is, so you're crocheting all around, and then you leave a space open to introduce the stuffing material. So you have 30 slip stitch to work, so maybe you work like 25, leave 5 stitches unfinished, add your stuffing material, and then you can finish the round number 18, right? Because if you add stuffing material right before you start crocheting these pieces together, there is a higher chance that you will, introduce your needle and grab a little bit of stuffing material, so it can be more tricky to work. So work a couple of slip stitches of the round 18, stop, add stuffing material, and then you continue to the end. Okay, so now here I need to continue working a couple of more slip stitches before I reach the end, and then when I reach the end I will catch up and then we can fasten this off together. All right, super good. Now I'm done. You can cut this yarn, leave a little bit of room for fastening off, and this is very simple how you're gonna work. You just introduce your needle on the second stitch from the hook, and from the last stitch from the round, and then that's it. That's it. You can hide the remaining tail, and you can leave it actually hanging a little bit. Then you can give it a fast knot, because I will show you how we're gonna do this next. We want our pot to be standing, right, like this. So how we're gonna work this is, you remember on the 5th round of the pot, we work only on the back loop, and that left us remaining a front loop outside, right? So what you're gonna do here is you will introduce the yarn, the same color of the pot. If you want to stand out, actually, you can put it a different color. And you will work 24 single crochet here only in the remaining front loop. So you'll work 24 front loop single crochet, okay? So you work on the remaining front loop from round 5. This front loop is standing outside. So let's work here. You just work the 24 front loop single crochet. Once you finish the round, I will catch you up, because then we will fasten this off. All right. So once you're done, you cut the yarn, you leave a little bit of room for sewing. You add this tail inside a sewing needle or a tapestry needle. And here how we're going to do is you'll skip the first stitch, you introduce your needle on the second stitch. All right. And now you introduce again into the back loop of the last stitch from the round. So you are skipping one stitch here, and what you are doing here is you're creating a slip stitch on top of the first stitch of the round. So this is what you basically are doing. And now you can just bring this yarn outside in some random stitch from the bottom, and then you'll bring also the beginning of the yarn inside that same stitch, and then you give a tight knot, and then you hide it inside of the pot. And that's it, very simple. Now we'll add here a couple of details. What we are doing here now is with a white thread yarn, you will embroider a couple of X's all over here, this heart, all right? And we want to work that so we have a bit of detail, so this cactus looks like it's fuzzy and there is some spines or something like this. Okay, so it gives us some color. Another option, just finishing here, what you're going to do is to just embroider a couple of X's, you know. So you will introduce this thread, you will leave a little bit of room so you can give a tight knot and fasten this later on. And you'll embroider X's all around the heart. Here it's random, just add as many as you want. Or another idea is I add face on my pot, right, in one of them. The other one I embroider a couple of crosses. I will show you this on the next, in some next video, but here at the end actually. But you can embroider this face in the cactus maybe, you know. You can just make some details in the pot and embroider the face. And even though you're doing the axis, you know, you can embroider the face here. So this is really optional to you. Use your creativity, you know, if you want to change, if you want to add a little bit of more details, that's very nice. It's optional to you. Now I'm going to show you how I embroider the face. So how I do this is with embroider yarn with a thread. We will work a couple of straight repetitions with the size of 1 stitch. So here you will embroider a couple of straight lines, until these lines start getting a shape of a round shape or a shape of an eye, or until you think it's a good size, it looks nice to you. So here you'll work a couple of repetitions, all right? That's how you embroider the face. If you're using safety eyes or the plastic eyes, you can check in the free written pattern. The link is in the description box below, and I will give you the exactly position where I embroider the eyes of this cactus, okay? So you can check that out. Now here I will just continue showing you because it's a bunch of repetitions, because it's a embroidery floss, right, that we are embroidering the face. So you really need to give a lot of repetitions here until you see these lines becoming with the shape of an eye or with some almond shape or something like this. Okay, so I will move this video a bit fast forward so it's not too repetitive, but I really like to be mindful on how I'm explaining the face and how I embroider, because I know this is it's a challenging thing for many of you. So that's it. You see the shape, like here you can really see that it's kind of rounded actually, you know. And once you finish, you'll move to the other side and embroider the other side with the same technique, same making straight lines. And here you'll leave 6 stitches between one eye to another. And once you're done, with the same yarn, you will embroider a little mouth. And how I'm doing this, it's extremely simple. You can see it here on the screen. And we are embroidering the mouth with the size of 2 stitches. So you introduce one here and one here, 1 stitch and 1 stitch, and then you just bring this tail on the down here, so we make sure that it's a nice curve and it's not unraveling, okay? It's not becoming straight. We'll have this round shape. Now I want to show you for the second cactus that I just made some details on the pot here. I chose the red color because I think it gives a very nice contrast between the pot and the detail of these crosses. And it's very simple how I did here. I did some random cross all over the pot, and I let I think 2 or 3 stitches, I think 2 stitches between one to another, okay? The exactly position it's in the written pattern, you can check that out. Here I'm just seeing what I think it looks nice, and I'm embroidering on that. And just a couple of ideas here. Again, you can use your creativity. You can embroidery cross, you can embroidery maybe zigzags, you know, you can use different colors. You can actually use multiple colors in just one thread, in just one sewing needle, and then go making different embroiderings. I think that can, you know, change up and give your personality to your cactus. Well, and then once you're done embroidering this, just make sure that you double secure the beginning of this yarn with a simple knot and you hide it inside of your pot. All right, and that's it. It's done. Our no-sew cactus amigurumi is finished. I hope you like this pattern. If you like, you can give me a like on this video tutorial, and you can leave me a comment. You can tell me hello in the comment box below, and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I always upload new video patterns here, and by doing these actions, you help me a lot to grow this channel, all right? So we'll see you on the next week on the next pattern. Bye!